Hi, Release Fire here, so I'm going to talk you through how to get to Rito Village in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Hopefully this video is going to help you make it through this area pretty easily. If it does, drop me a like below, but it doesn't take long before you find out that the bridge is down to Rito Village and you need to find another way. But the next objective that you get is to take out 2 Rito captains. So you can see them on the map in the bottom right hand corner. And if you're ever confused about where I am in this, you can always check that map out. And as soon as you take out the first of them, you'll get these updrafts, which you'll be able to use with your glider to fly on up there. For anybody much later on in this level and you just want the quick answer to how do you ride the updrafts, you just need to use your bombs on the rocks covering it and you'll be able to make it through, which you'll be able to see in a little bit. But for now, you've just got to take out this second captain, and as soon as he is defeated, you get a new objective to head for Rito Village. So you need to retrace your steps back down, which you can see on the map there, and work your way around all the way to the top left hand side of the map. So head on down the hill and past all of these guys. Obviously you can fight as many as you want to. I didn't have the heart, having played Breath of the Wild, and then as soon as you get to here you need to head on through these gates, which I just kind of bypassed a little bit, but head back down here and you'll find yourself back in this area and you need to head to the right. It's a little bit of a pickup there. And then once you get down here, keep on following this around and it'll eventually bring you to your objective. Once you get to the marker, the bad news is that you've actually got to retrace your steps again to take out 3 archers. There are 3 archers to beat. 2 of them are on this level who you can get to relatively easily. And the 3rd one is a little bit trickier, so I'll go through that in a little bit. You can see it's up over to the left hand side, but I'm going to take out the other 2 first. So you've got these rain of arrows that are coming down, so try to avoid them as much as possible. And then just keep on following it around. You can see on the map here where you're aiming for. Once you get to this location here, which you can see in the bottom right hand corner, you'll be able to use your paraglider to get on up to the first of the 2 archers, who you're better off just dodging as much as possible. Because they fire from a distance, it's easy to get caught. So if you dodge, hit them with a flurry rush, you should be able to finish them off. And then after that, you've got to head back on down and retrace your way around until you make it all the way back to where you were previously, where the last marker was in the top left hand corner of the map, and you'll find that the updraft is working and you'll be able to use the paraglider to get on up here. And then again, you've just got to follow the route around. You can fight as many of these as you want to, or you can just run on past them, and that will eventually bring you to these rocks blocking the route up. However, if you hit them with your bombs, you can take that out of the equation and it will bring you up to this area where you've got the last of the captains to fight. Again, dodge, circle around him, get in your hits, and you should be able to finish him off. And then you've got a couple of captains to take out. And you can get to them by heading back down the updraft here and heading straight on instead of left, which is the way that you came. Keep on following this around and you'll eventually find the 2 captains together. So it's more difficult to take out 2 of them in the same space. So you will need to dodge quite a lot. But as soon as you take those out of the equation, you can keep on heading straight forward and that will bring you to this updraft to ride, which will take you to the kind of like island thing over on the right hand side. For this, you've got a few pickups to get by hitting the blocks. But once you've done that, you can go over to the other side of the island and ride the updraft down. And once you get to the bottom, there's a lot of Lysanthos to take out if you want to, or you can just hit the rocks and ride the updraft to get to the top here, which is where the bridge was broken, which you can see on the left hand side. Keep on following this around and it'll eventually bring you to the gates of Rito Village. And that is how to get to Rito Village here in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. For anybody that's not too sure about any of that, you can see the full walkthrough for this area with the link above. Also, for anybody that's struggling to take on Revali, you can check that video out in the other link that I've just put above as well. Like I said earlier, hopefully the video helps you out. If it does, drop me a like below. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, with the links on the left-hand side, and check out the rest of my guide and walkthrough series for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity with the links on the right-hand side. Leave any comments, and I'll catch you next time.